Gracias. Correcto. Chưa ta đi. Dạ, dạ. Cậu. shield, bro. Push it. Excellent. Just 120% body shot. So what? I'm wasting my spot. Fine, yeah, all of them are fine. Shotgun takes so. Okay. Shot. Okay. Shot it. I can't even from. Dude has 3 guns in his inventory.
You're that insane, bro. Bro, I knew I should have stick to it. Empty. Pump him. Ah.
Beard. 30.
Your boat. Oh, look at this. Y'all see I have a skin. Fortnite. What is this? Your skin. Sniper, sniper, corner. On the side, look. Get him, boys. I don't got no. Right back. Bro. Bro, what is that? Whatever that was trash. Got
Bro, somebody killed it. Absolutely right. He wanted no motion. That it's the same. Oh. Yeah. Why are y'all fucking trash? Bears. Are you kidding me? This game is called Ratatouille.
verdade. Bro. Hey, but we not finna. Trash team on strength. Thực ra thì giá I think. Yep.
Bro.
Jack. Bro, that guy was weird, bro. Alright, go to YouTube. Chat.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays because some love a rust.
And what I ended up with might be the best bang for your buck.
All right guys, so as you can see, we have so many things on the desk right now. This laptop setup is gonna be absolutely amazing, especially for the price. But yeah, first of all, we're gonna go ahead and unbox the laptop first and get everything else out of the way. So yeah, you guys have probably seen it before, but this is the HP Victus laptop, right around $500. And this thing is actually pretty good for a laptop, especially on Amazon. So yeah, we're gonna unbox this right now. Go ahead and slide it out, take it out of here. Definitely very well packaged. Like there's a lot of layers to this. Your laptop is gonna be perfectly fine. All right, so here it is. Yeah, first looks of the laptop is definitely super clean and sleek, I'm not gonna lie. Then we also have the keyboard cover right here. Take that aside, but yeah, it is a super clean laptop. Literally just $500, and the build quality, the specs inside of it are also really good. I'll go ahead and go over that as well. First, I am gonna plug it in and turn it on so you guys can see the backlit keys. All right, so here we go. It's turning on. You can see the HP Victus logo right there, and then obviously the white backlit keys, which I personally think are amazing. I don't like laptops with just like plain red or plain green. Unless it's RGB and you can change it, white is definitely the best option out there. All right, quick break. I've been using this little charger called the Charge Pixel 100, and it's actually kind of insane. It's a gang fast charger, but what makes it stand out is the dot matrix display on the front. It shows you live power stats while you charge it, and if you tap the side, the screen actually rotates depending on how it's plugged in. And yeah, it also just looks really clean. But you do get 4 ports total, 3 USB-C and 1 USB-A, and also up to 100 watt output, which is actually enough to charge a 14-inch MacBook Pro to 50% or an iPhone 16 to 55% in 30 minutes. Plus, it's also 36% smaller than Apple's 96 watt charger. It has foldable prongs and just looks so much better than normal power bricks. And it's built smart with real-time temperature monitoring, short circuit protection, and all that stuff. Basically, anything you plug into this, it's gonna keep it super safe and charge extremely fast. And also, if you need more power, they do make the Pixel 140, which is the same design just with a 140 watt output instead of 100. But I will drop both versions in the description. They're definitely worth checking out if you want something that's reliable, powerful, and also just looks really good. And yeah, the specs of this thing has a Ryzen 5 7535HS CPU, which is actually better than the i7 11800H CPU for laptops. Plus, it has an RX 6550M GPU inside of this thing, as well as 8 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM and a 512 gigabyte SSD. So definitely a very good laptop. It also has a 144 hertz refresh rate. So you're gonna be able to play a lot of games on here, and it's gonna look super clean and smooth, especially once we get this whole setup set up. And yeah, I also got a laptop cooler for it, which I'll just quickly show in a couple seconds. Also really quick, the laptop, whoops, I'm about to break it. The laptop does come with this like USB-C dongle thing, so you can have more USB ports in the laptop. Because yeah, 2 altogether, as well as the Ethernet port and a USB-C port. So this is the laptop cooler though, taking it out. It's a budget laptop cooler, so it's not a super expensive one, but it definitely gets the job done. So go ahead and plug it in. It can show you guys the RGB effects. And yeah, you guys can see, it definitely looks really good. Comes with a lot of lighting presets that you can like change all the colors on. And then you can also just change the speed of all the fans right there. Basically what this does is it just helps the laptop to not have to work as hard, because when you're doing high demanding things on a laptop, the fans are gonna be working really hard to keep the temperatures down in such an enclosed space. So what the cooler does is it just cools it off and makes it so the laptop doesn't have to stress as hard. So for longevity of the laptop, you're gonna have it for a lot longer, and temperatures are gonna be a lot cooler, which just helps the laptop in general. And yeah, to improve this laptop setup, again, the laptop is a 144 hertz refresh rate screen, but I have a 144 hertz 24-inch monitor right here for a bigger screen, so it'll be like this, and we'll have the laptop to the side. So technically, you'll have a dual monitor setup with this, and then with that, you guys can see that I also got this single monitor arm from Huanyuo, and all the links to all these items will be in the description down below if you're interested in getting the exact ones. But yeah, this is the monitor arm, super high quality. So yeah, it's just gonna make the setup look a lot cleaner, which you guys will see. But yeah, moving that out of the way, we also got this Razer Black Shark V2 headset. I've used this many times before, but it's just really good quality, and it also has a mic attached to it. So you'll be able to communicate and also stream if you want to and just talk to people. But yeah, you can see this is the headset right here. Super clean quality, honestly, not gonna lie. Cushion is And to continue on with that, we also got the Razer Cobra mouse. A great budget option for a mouse, honestly. If you guys want a cheaper one, the Razer Death Adder Essential is also a great option. But yeah, this one's $30. The Razer Death Adder Essential is $20. But yeah, unboxing this, you guys can see, super clean, honestly. Like, honestly, I don't know why you want a better mouse than this. It's super light as well. I wonder if I can find the grams on the box. I searched it up, but it actually says it weighs 58 grams. So yeah, it's a super light mouse, also great performance. And yeah. And then for the keyboard, we have the Redragon K630 keyboard. I've also used this as well before, but it's literally like you don't need a better keyboard than this, honestly, unless you just want one that looks better. But yeah, pulling it out, it's literally only like $30 and you get like everything you need. Also sounds really good, has red switches. It literally comes with a keycap puller and stuff, and of course a detachable cable. But it's just super clean. Like, I mean, gaming on it, you're not gonna need anything better. Like, I'll show you guys the RGB as well. So it definitely is bright in here, but hopefully you guys can see a little bit of the RGB. Honestly, I don't know. Let me turn this off maybe. I don't know, maybe up against my black shirt you'll be able to see it, but yeah, I really can't tell. There's so much light in here, but in person, you can definitely see the RGB. It looks really good. Last but not least, we actually have a SteelSeries Quick mouse pad. It's not a full-size mouse pad, but it's definitely big enough for your mouse. Like, I'm not gonna have any issues on this. It's huge. But yeah, if you do want like a cool design mouse pad, like one of the bigger ones, I actually sell them on my website right here. You guys can check them all out right there. I'll also show you guys probably later on in the video in person what they look like. They're just just all the way across the room right now, and I can't really get out of the space I'm in. But yeah, this is the mouse pad. Definitely gonna work and perform fine. Mine are only $25. This one was a little bit cheaper at like 10 to 15. But yeah, that's about it for all of this. Honestly, we got the monitor and stuff down there because there's not enough room on the desk. But yeah, this whole setup is gonna look absolutely amazing. But yeah, actually for a big throwback, let's just go ahead and roll the setup montage.
Looking to stand out in today's job market? Southern New Hampshire University can help. With affordable career-focused grad programs like psychology, cybersecurity, and our MBA, you'll gain the skills employers are looking for.
What pulled me to
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling award-winning vehicles for you, right here in
I went on every single website to find the
These, bro? I don't know, maybe up against my on my website right here. You guys can check them all out right there. I'll also show you guys probably later on in the video in person what they look like. They're just all the way across the room right now, and I can't really get out of the space I'm in. But yeah, this is the mouse pad. Definitely gonna work and perform fine. Mine are only $25. This one was a little bit cheaper at like 10 to 15. But yeah, that's about it for all of this. Honestly, we got the monitor and stuff down there because there's not enough room on the desk. But yeah, this whole setup is gonna look absolutely amazing. But yeah, actually for a big throwback, let's just go ahead and roll the setup montage. All right, so you guys just saw that, the whole setup, it looks absolutely insane. One thing I will say though is that the mouse pad is like,
I set a budget of $1,000 to build an entire streaming setup with all the peripherals. And now it's time to find out if that's actually enough.
I'll take that
all right guys, we got the entire streaming setup on this desk right here. Honestly, I could barely fit everything up here, as you guys can tell. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. First off, I wanna get these monitors out of the way before they fall and I break them. So this is our secondary monitor that we'll be using. Of course, everything will be in the description if you guys are interested in anything in this video. But yeah, this is a Scepter 24-inch 144 Hz monitor that we'll be using for the secondary display vertically. And then this one right here is the Scepter 27-inch 240 Hz monitor that we'll be using for the main gaming display. They're both 1080p, by the way. So yeah, this is the Vivo dual monitor arm that we'll be using to mount both the monitors. And yeah, it just makes it a lot more productive having that extra desk space, and it just looks a lot better. The PC that we'll be using for this setup is also super powerful. But before I get into that, I'm gonna talk about these OBSBot.
In this video, I'm going to be fully upgrading / revamping my room and desk setup. Over the years, I've built setups for my friends and family, while my own setup has been collecting dust. So with the help of a few companies and some questionable financial choices, let us begin the room building process.
Alright, this is the current state of the room. This is embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. It is a mess in here. I just got back from traveling a couple days ago. But the reason why my room is like this really doesn't matter. What matters is that I've been kind of uninspired. My room has been pretty much the same for the past like 3 years. There's been little touches of decor that I've added, but the overall layout, the color scheme, everything, like it's all been the same. I haven't really known what to upgrade or what to change. But after like years of reflecting on my setup and then having recently built my friend a setup, thank you guys for the support, by the way. But after doing that, it's made me wanna kind of change up my room. Like it's really all I've been looking forward to the past couple of days. I think I want to start to or completely take apart this setup because I want to just have the one setup here, and this will clear up more space. I want to rotate my bed so it's like this way and have more space over there. And a part of me kind of wants to paint my walls, like this one and that one. I don't have any experience with painting. I've just been watching TikToks on like how to do it. I've already had like a general idea on how to do it, but I think it would be so perfect. But right now, I just want to clean up my room and kind of prep for tomorrow. So the wall has been prepped. I put masking tape. I think that's what you're supposed to do. I rotated the bed. Everything is like very slowly coming together. We still have a whole lot to do. I said this last night. I've never like painted myself before. I'm a 22-year-old man, but I really don't think it's that hard. I might eat my words later, but I'm pretty sure prepping is harder than like actually painting, you know? Especially if you're doing like a whole room. That I understand. I was thinking about doing this side too, like where my setup, TV is, all that, but I don't know, there's a lot of stuff to move out the way. I don't mind just doing this side because if I was to stream, right, the background would be black, and I'm probably gonna put my nano leaves back there, so I think it's fine. Can you tell I'm making impulsive decisions? I need supplies to paint this though, and I need paint too, so I think I'm gonna go get that. I have a Home Depot maybe like 5-10 minutes away from where I live, so yeah. All right, Home Depot was a success. Got everything I needed. We have the drop cloth down here. We have the black paint right outside. I'm gonna grab it in a second. It doesn't quite go all the way, which might be a problem, but I think we have another one sitting around the house. I might like call my mom and ask her, but we should be good to go. The lady who gave me the paint, she told me I could pull it off with one coat and like get it done today. That's what I told her. I told her I want to get it done today. But with that, I told her I'm still probably going to do 2 coats just to make sure it's got like a good finish. And I'm not really in a rush from that. It's noon right now. So what? I finished it within an hour or two, let it chill for like 3 hours, maybe 4, then apply another coat. But either way, this wall is not going to paint itself. So we got to get started. Okay, I think some of my audio had cut out this morning, but this is the wall. I got some things put up. I got the nano leaves. I have my smaller triangle panels. I put an IKEA plant in that corner. I haven't had any plants in my room for a couple of years, and we had one downstairs, so I figured I'd snatch it. My humble opinion, I think it looks better there. Something I want to do, I don't know if I'll do it for this video, but I want to get one of those like standing lights to go behind the light. Govey, if you're watching this, I love you. All of my lights are from you. But again, that's just something I want to do, something I thought I'd mention. This is looking nice, bro, especially for like a video background or a stream background. I feel like the black works really well with the plant, the lights. It's looking good, and the room as a whole is looking good. Speaking of which, I think the next thing I'm going to work on is a little bit of the setup. I don't know if you saw in the background, I have these wood panels. They're gonna replace the sort of foam soundproof panels that I have currently. I really like the wood look. I feel like it would fit the setup really well, especially with a black countertop. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm going to be doing that. And I just think it'll help achieve that sort of work vibe, but also like cozy. I feel like if I want to spice it up, I can always turn on the RGB. Some more things have arrived, and I don't think I'll set them up tonight. It's 7 p.m. right now. I'm talking new desk, TV, chair, whatever you're thinking of, I probably bought it. Now I'm very excited to set those up. But first, the wood panels.
Should I check?
All right, we have the wall panels put up. I did most of this last night, but bro, this looks so good. The greenery and some of the plants as well make it look so much better. This obviously isn't the final product, but we're slowly getting there, bro. I know I look crusty, musty, dusty, but literally like the second I woke up, I just got to cleaning up the room. I had a lot of open boxes and trash, and it was getting kind of filled up in here, so I felt like I had to move some things. I'm becoming more okay with not painting this wall just because the wood takes up so much space, so it kind of gives off that like darker look already. Like I don't need to paint it black. And then with some of the other changes coming in, like I have a a black nightstand coming in, a black dresser coming in, black tabletop, just kind of, and black bed I need to pick up. Like, I'm not kidding, I'm doing like a full revamp, bro. I'm tired of this like whole white theme. But as for right now, my back has been killing me. I'm not gonna lie. Most of you know I don't have a chair.
Hey y'all, if y'all get a TV, if y'all install y'all TV like I did, get a beam sensor, bro. I'm telling you, get a beam sensor.
This I bought myself because I've been needing a chair desperately. But I will talk about FlexiSpot more as the video goes on. They've actually helped with this project. They've sent out some products.
Depending on how many screws your TV has.
Now this chair, I need it bad.
You know how many screws it has. Gotcha. So yeah, chat.
You don't know how much I've needed a good chair. I made a TikTok sometime last year where I bought a Temu chair to see if it was actually good, and it was good for a couple weeks, and then it like started leaning back and it wouldn't go back in place. I don't know if that's because I'm a big back or just because the chair was like 30 bucks. But long story short, I have been making myself suffer because I have not been buying a chair. Even during my trip to Florida in my last video, you guys didn't see it on camera obviously, but literally every day I foam roll. Like I was having terrible back pain beforehand. I'm sure my awful chair contributed a little bit, and just the fact that I'm like constantly sitting down, whether that's like editing, doing homework, streaming, even like sitting while I work. I was not treating my back nicely, and this investment was definitely worth it. But yeah, we got it all set up. It feels good. Like I said, like I just glazed for like 2 minutes. It's got everything you can need. You could like rotate the armrests. You can lock your position, like how far it leans back. There's lumbar support, like for your lower back. There's even like a footrest or like a leg rest, which I didn't know this came with. I could really just kick it. Matter of fact, bro, hold on. Whoa. Oh, it like recline. Yo, it like fully reclines, and then you can lock it in place. Oh my goodness, bro. This is such a vibe, bro. This is so relieving. Again, this is not sponsored. Like this, I bought with my own money. We'll see how it holds up over time, but would I recommend it? So far, yes, bro. Let me like face you guys when I talk. I feel like I'm being rude. As far as what to do next, a couple days ago, I had placed an order for, I mentioned a black bed, so a new bed, and then my thinking is I think I want to build the bed last, just because like I'm not gonna lie, like painting, moving a lot of stuff around, there's a little bit of dust. I don't want to put together my new bed with like a new comforter and everything, new sheets. I don't want to do all that just to like accumulate more dust. I feel like it would just make sense to save that for last. I have a 4K TV sitting outside here as well that I ordered. I don't know if I want to do that now, mainly because I want to buy those like Govee, like you know the lights that like respond to the colors of whatever you're watching. I want to buy those before setting everything up, but instead of overthinking and not knowing what to do, I have an idea. Let me move you guys out the way for a second. Honestly, I think I'm gonna do a quick case swap. Essentially, my plan is to just go from a white PC case to a black one, and I think it'll really just like help fit the look and have the setup come together. I feel like if I kept the white PC case with all the upgrades I'm doing with like the black countertop and just the overall like darker aesthetic over here, I feel like it would just stick out like a sore thumb. But yeah, if you've ever done any PC building, any case swapping, anything, this could either take an hour or a couple days, and I'm hoping it's about an hour, maybe even less. I don't know. I haven't messed with my PC in a while. Okay, I don't know what was going through my head when I said this would take an hour. It ended up taking 6, which is faster than a couple of days, but I don't know. I was kind of hoping I would get it done sooner. I'm just happy I got it done like same day. No real like major issues. Long story short, case swap went well. I love the black. Everything looks good. The RGB in my fans work. For some reason, some of the lights were dying like in my old case, but now they're fine. So hopefully it stays that way. I have some more packages that have came in. Comment if you know where this knife is from. Cutting. I don't know if you can tell what this is. I mean, ignore that I still have to peel this blue off. But you know those like circular like traffic mirrors? Like you usually see them in like parking garages or yeah, mainly parking garages. That's what this is. I thought it'd be like a cool piece of decor. I've seen, I think like on Pinterest, a little bit of TikTok. People have it like up in the corner of their room. One, you get like super cool selfies, and it's just a nice piece of decor. Something that like not everybody has. I don't think it's too difficult to set up either. Do you screw this to the wall or drill this? I don't know. I don't know why I'm asking you, like you guys know the answer as well. Now the mirror is cool and all, but these packages are a lot more exciting. First, we have TV lights. Walk with me here. Walk with me here. Then we have a TV mount. You see this? You like that stuff? You see what we're doing here? And finally, this got here a couple days ago, but I'm only just now opening it and like showing you guys.
New TV. Same size as my old one, 43 inches, just because like I know I don't have the most space, and 43 inches, that's pretty big. Pause. And it's 4K, which is the main thing I've been looking for. Since I've been like recording and editing in 4K, looking at 1080p now feels so weird. Like I can do it, but it really is true. Once you go to like 1440, once you go to 4K and then you go back to 1080, it's terrible. It's so cooked. I think I'm gonna put the lights on here. I'm gonna take my old TV down, take the mount off, and then I mean, if all goes to plan, we could probably set this up within like seriously this time in like an hour, maybe 2. I don't know. I need to just do it. I'm yapping too much.
For over 130 years, Strayer University has been making education affordable and attainable.
Play another ad, dude.
As a member of Navy Federal Credit Union, Nick feels financially at ease, which means he can worry about other things, like are there salmon in the river? Become a member today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
What's that slap with a sound?
You can hear so many things from your opponents, and they can hear the same thing from you. Hearing one footstep, if it's concrete.
The 2026 CR-V Trail Sport Hybrid. Introducing the latest addition to the Honda Trail.
Okay, I need to stop filling my head with these delusions, bro. I literally rage quit. I rage quit mounting the TV, bro. I found the studs and everything. Like, I have a detector for it. I think I was just being an idiot and, like, couldn't get it figured out. But I needed a break from it just because, like, I was getting tired. I was getting really, really annoyed. So I figured it would be best to take a break for a bit. I returned a package from my mom. And then while I was doing that, I figured I would stop by IKEA and pick up some stuff. Here, I have the black countertop. And then I have a new bed. Still a twin bed. I know it's small, but like I've had twin beds my whole life, and I could probably make like a full size work, but it would be pushing it if I want to fit more in my room. So I don't feel like doing it. I could live with a twin bed, but I'll be back home in like 5 minutes. I think I'm gonna start. Well, I want to finish getting the TV mounted. I think I can get that done. I really just needed a break, and then from there, I think I'm gonna work on the setup, bro, and get the desk swapped. That's probably gonna take me like the rest of today, just because I'm gonna try and cable manage too, but it'll all be worth it if I can get the bulk of it done today. The last couple of things that are still on the way are the dresser and nightstand, both in black, and then a new monitor, 27 inches, 1440p. Those are like the main missing pieces, dude. I cannot wait to be done. Let me know if you guys are enjoying. All right, the TV is up. Finally, we're making really good progress so far. I have the lights behind them that are responding to what's on the TV. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that's pretty good. And I even put up the little traffic mirror that I had got. I think it looks good in that corner. I will say I do need to mount it a little more securely. Everything with the room has been going smoothly, and now I think I need to work on the setup. Besides my bed, obviously, my setup and my desk is where I'm gonna be the most often, which is why I want to give a big thank you to FlexiSpot for even making this whole room revamp possible.
Look, having a high quality desk is by far the most important piece of any gaming setup, office space, you name it. And with FlexiSpot's E6 dual motor desk, high quality is exactly what you get. With super simple instructions and amazing build quality, I faced no issues when putting this together, which only took me about an hour. Something I have to talk about is how smooth the desk operates. With the included controller, you can easily adjust your desk until you get that perfect height. And what's even better is that with the 4 memory buttons, you can make presets of the exact heights you like to work from, which is super clutch because you can literally go from sitting to standing and vice versa with the press of a button. This is practical for me because I do a lot of work at my setup where I'm constantly sitting for hours on end. But now with this, I can easily give my back the break that it deserves. The desk itself is also extremely sturdy and doesn't feel cheap in the slightest. As you can see, I have 2 monitors, a PC, a MacBook, and loads of accessories all adding weight to the desk and it still operates flawlessly. I'm not gonna lie, I've even accidentally bumped into my desk a few times, and I haven't had a single worry of it being unstable or incapable of holding my setup together. And that's because this desk can hold up to 355 pounds with ease. So not only does this desk make my life easier, but it also keeps anything on it stable. Some more things I want to briefly point out is the customization options, letting you choose from different sizes and colors for both the tabletop and frame. Plus, if for some reason you end up having any issues, FlexiSpot is kind enough to provide a 15-year warranty for the desk frame and a 2-year warranty for the control panel and any electronics. The E6 desk has made my workflow so much better, and I'm telling you, it is truly worth the investment. So if you've been looking for a desk that's gonna last you, go ahead to that description and get you an E6 desk from FlexiSpot. Huge thank you again for sending this out. Now let's get back to the video.
Man, this is the desk pretty much installed. I don't have many of like the other cables from here yet. I just have the essentials, but it does the thing. Look. You press down. Oh man, this is gonna be so convenient when wanting to shift from sitting down and then back to standing up for whatever I'm doing, schoolwork, streaming, it don't matter. And it's super dope to have one of these, so big thank you to FlexiSpot again. I'm gonna set this up more tomorrow because it's midnight. I have class tomorrow. Overall, I'm just tired. My legs are hurting. I haven't like done this much work to my room or anything like that in a while. Guy like me needs some sleep. We're gonna do more tomorrow. Chat, listen, we got a little something. New monitor just came in, 27 inches, 1440p, IPS panel, I think. Ideally, I just wanted something that had pretty good colors for gaming and editing. And I also wanted to jump up from 24. Because like a 27-inch monitor, for me, that's kind of big. Especially like always using 24, going to 27. For me, that's a pretty good size to do any editing, any gaming. And I'm just excited to put it together, not gonna lie. Like I said, I want to get this setup done as soon as possible. I want to see the finished look. I want to show you guys the finished look because we are getting closer and closer. I put some of the peripherals on, I have the monitor back on, and now we're gonna add another one. So let's do it. All right, I haven't filmed in a little while, but this is the current state of the setup. Monitors connected, working well, cable managed, and now it's like really coming to life, especially, you know, the keyboard connected, PC lights all working well. We got some of the RGB behind the desk, monitor, both monitors actually. Camera mounted, like bro, we got a nice little setup here. Cable management's looking a lot better than it was this morning. There's still some basic stuff, but I have some extension cables on the way. I ordered those with overnight. So the setup should be like fully cable managed. I should say tomorrow. I haven't been filming much just because I've been so busy building and managing the setup, and it's been kind of tiring if I'm being honest. But we're at that home stretch. Everything that I've needed is here, besides like the extension cables I just mentioned. All like the big purchases I made, everything is here now. The dresser and nightstand came in. I think I'm gonna set those up tomorrow. I bought the bed a couple days ago at IKEA, or I picked it up. That I need to set up too. And then the ceiling fan I mentioned, I think I'm gonna try and set that up now. If it's like too difficult, if I try and it's cooked, I'm gonna just save that for tomorrow as well. This is gonna look so good when it's done. Look how it looks already. It looks great. Hopefully the next time.
Bro, that setup is actually.
The room and the setup is all done.
W setup, bro. W setup.
All right, the room is nearly finished. We've got almost everything installed and ready. I finished building the nightstand and the dresser. Everything is completely cable managed. And we got the ceiling fan installed. I don't know if you can fully see it, but it is up and running. It works great. It looks even better. I said my bed would be the last thing I put together. So before that, I have these motorized blinds that I got sent out. And while I put those together, I want to give a big thank you to Canisteo.
I'm a big fan of blackout curtains, but unfortunately, most end up looking way too tacky, which is where Canisteo comes in. They offer all sorts of shades shades, fabric colors, plus measurements to perfectly fit your window. And like I said, these shades are motorized. So with the press of a button or by using your desired voice assistant, you can be in full control. For me, I love using these to let in sunlight in the mornings and block sunlight when I want to sleep. Something else to mention is that the motor isn't just smooth, but it's also pretty quiet when operating. So if you want to make your space a little more fancy and most importantly functional, I'll have Kenneth Steele's website linked in the description of this video. Huge thanks again. Alright, it's been a little over a week, but this is the final room. This is how the setup is looking. Everything is all done and finished. I wanted to take some time to just enjoy how the room turned out. I also just wanted to use it with, you know, everyday tasks. You know, I'm in college. I had a YouTube video to edit. I have other video work I'm working on. Basically, I just wanted to make sure that this whole space is actually functional. And I've had no problems. Everything works out well. For me, this is super aesthetic. It's very similar to my last room, but at the same time, it's really different. I think the shift away from the like RGB heavy style was definitely needed. I still have hints of it now, but you know, like there's a right way to do it. It's not like before everything was white and the only like parts of life and pop were the RGB. But this time around, I feel like I've done a lot better. Let me know what you guys think down below. I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't know what else I could ask for. I don't even want to leave my room half the time anymore. And I feel like that says something, so yeah. Again, let me know your thoughts of the room and setup down in the comments. Big thank you to all the companies who sent out products and helped me make this whole project possible. And let me know if you guys want an in-depth room tour. I'm not doing that right now. I spent too much time filming and building. I'll do that in another video. Let me know if you guys want to see that. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all soon.
All right, chat. I will see you guys later.